Hi everyone, this is Dr. Celeste, just here for another episode of Physician Healer. Thank you for joining me. Just a few quick words. If you haven't caught my newsletter for this week, freshly shared and published on substack.com, this week's topic is it's about decision making. And the title of it is Dolls, Daisies, and Decisions. So I hope you catch that. Let me know what you think. But it's really about the importance of just deciding. And what I deal with day to day are, a lot of patients having chronic illnesses, chronic issues and symptoms, and they're just frustrated. And I can totally see why. But a lot of that has to do with just the mental chatter, the mindset, and especially when you've lived with something you've come to expect day to day, routinely. And so I've had a few people last week just having had a lot of problems, for a very long time. They've seen a lot of specialists and they have ongoing medications that they're on, a lot of testing that they do, regularly. And there's nothing more, I think, devastating to really take in than having, a healthcare provider tell them, well, this is all that there is. You're just going to have to live with it. This is something that has no cure. If you've been reading any of Dr. Bruce Lipton's works or any of the newest neuroscience findings from Dr. Joe Dispenza, you realize that meditation is key in terms of allowing ourselves to clear the old mindset, to clear the mental chatter, to allow us to live more in the present moment, in the now. Because there is no past, there's no future. And the way this ties into disease states, it's really the understanding that all we have is really this very moment. And for those of you who are still a little bit confused, think about it this way. If we were looking at the past, present, and future as a timeline that it's linear, then you realize that whatever was going on in the past, the previous diagnosis, already a second ago, half a millisecond ago, that was already the past. And a lot of people don't realize it, but when you sit and think about it, a lot of how we feel right now is really based on everything that we felt, everything that we've known yesterday or a minute ago, whether it's 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or just a half a second ago. We bring it on to this moment, and then not only that, we totally skip this present time right now, and we bring the past into the future. So it is said that we frequently don't live in the now. We drag the past with us as a way to remember how we ought to be feeling. We don't take charge about how we want to feel better. And we just kind of, take it sitting down. And then we bring the past and we project into a future that we anticipate is just going to be more of yesterday. But it's interesting because what I hear is that help me feel better. How do I go about the path of beginning to feel the freedom of being healthy, the freedom of when I'm healthy, I can also be happy because I could do a lot more things instead of just thinking about my illness. But what's really interesting is that we have more power than we think that we do. And it's just something that I've gotten some patients to really see and to really work on, and we've really seen some really magnificent progress. So the first step is really, I tell people to take out a piece of paper, get yourself a journal, and obviously with the journal I've talked about writing your 5 to 8 to 10 gratitudes, things that you're grateful for. It could be very simple, it could be very elaborate, but in the morning as soon as you get up, make a list of gratitudes, read them out loud, really take a minute or so to really feel each one, and then go about your day. And then at bedtime, before you go to bed, let the list of gratitudes, even new gratitudes, come into play. Read them, feel them, really get emotionally involved with what you're grateful for. So that is the last thing that you're feeling. And isn't that what Dr. Michael Beckwith says all the time? if you can feel happy now, if you can feel strong and healthy now because you decide and you make the proclamation, I am healthy and I'm feeling fabulous right now, by gosh, the universe is just going to give you more of that. Because what the universe does, God, higher power, whatever your faith is that we do have a vibrational frequency. We are all energy. And whatever we put out, other people feel. And you can probably think of many moments when incidences where you can feel someone's anger, you can feel someone's happiness. It's the energy that we put out. So if you put out negative energy, you're going to get more of that back. It's the law of attraction, and it's the law of vibration. If you put out their happiness, strength, everything that you want to be, everything you want to feel, you will tend to get more of that, because the first thing it does is that it changes your perception of things. So what I like to offer you is get out a piece of paper and maybe make a list of 5 things that you want to, that's your goal. 5 things you want to feel better about. 5 things you want to be stronger about. You can say, well, I'm feeling tired. I feel tired. I want to be more energetic. I want to be more flexible. I want to be happier. I want to have more peace in my life. I want to have more awesome things happening to me every day. Whatever it is, and then really look at those statements that you've made. And then I've taught some people, turn them into intentional statements. And I have many, many examples. If you get on my substack.com newsletter, I go over that. In fact, in the last several months or more, all of the weekly blogs that I've done, I've given really clear examples. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me in the comment section. And I'll try to get through all of them and to answer them as best I can. But basically you take what you want to see happen, how you want to feel, whatever your wishes, your goals are, and then you turn them into intentional statements, which are kind of like rhetorical questions. So let's say you want to feel more energetic because you're feeling really tired. So the statement is, I want to feel more energetic. And then your intentional statement would be, why is it that I'm feeling so energetic that I didn't notice before? And the reason why, and I explained earlier, the reason why you want to turn the statements into questions or rhetorical questions is that your brain, your mental chatter, has no ability to contradict you. If you make a statement sometimes, oh, I feel so energetic, the mind comes in and says, no, you're not. I feel really healthy and strong. No, you're not. So when you turn them into questions, why am I feeling so healthy that I didn't notice before? Why am I feeling so strong, so flexible? Why am I so quick to heal? Why is my life so awesome that I didn't notice before? The question that's being asked of the mind is not whether or not you are. You already are. The question is, why did you not notice this before? And so the mind begins to give you all the different reasons why you didn't notice it before, but it was ongoing. Your path to greatness has been going on along. You just didn't notice it, and you're just picking up on it now. Now, the beauty of this is that this doesn't go on unnoticed, because there is a mind connection with the body. The body is an instrument of the mind. Wherever the mind goes, the body follows. The body has no discretion. If the mind tells the body you're doing really good, the body eventually gears itself up, steps up to the plate, and follows the mind. And I've mentioned before, in a room with football players, they're told to close their eyes and imagine that they're running the field and they're running a touchdown. And what they found was the sweat glands would start producing sweat. They would start being active. The heart rate would go up. The blood pressure would go up. And that's because in the mind, when the mind is visualizing and imagining and fantasizing, the body just follows without even question. So logically speaking, if you didn't know anything and you just remembered that example, then what it tells you is, okay, the mind says we're running a touchdown. The body then says, oh my gosh, we are. Then doesn't it stand to reason that if the mind says we're really healthy, we're really strong, and if you tell the mind often enough, the body then steps up and tries to match the frequency of the mind. Okay, so anyway, just there's more that I wrote about. If you just check out my newsletter, I wrote in more detail about examples. I bring in things that Kyle Cease has said, Dr. Lipton, Dr. Dispenza, very useful information that I put together a couple of days ago. So please check it out, get on substack.com. Now we're going to go ahead and do a few minutes of guided meridian meditation. So if you want to just find yourself a comfortable place and just sit up straight and just sit comfortably, I'm going to have you just close your eyes right now. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to, again, reach out to me in the comments section. Let me know if you have any questions, if you want to see anything in particular, if there's any subject matter you want to go into, or just replay any of the previous ones that I've shared on YouTube, and a lot of information there. So, so just help yourself to that. Anyway, go ahead and close your eyes now. And allow yourself to begin to just feel yourself in the present moment. Be aware, just take a moment, be aware of your breath, be aware of your heartbeat, be aware of the skin and the clothing touching upon parts of your skin. And just allow yourself to take a few moments just to be present. And then begin by taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose, and take about 5 to 7 seconds and really track that breath slowly down into the belly. And then release through the mouth, 5 to 7 seconds. And feel free to purse your lips. When you purse your lips, you close the aperture a little bit, and it slows the exhale. And you can also do this on an inhale if you're not able to inhale slowly. You can inhale through the mouth, through pursed lips as well, such as this. It slows the air movement, the airflow in through the mouth, and it can slow the air movement out through the mouth. So whichever way is comfortable for you. There's no right or wrong way, okay? So again, take another deep breath in. Track that breath all the way down to the belly. Then sigh it out. Good. Now go ahead and start breathing very, very quietly, very gently. And begin by accessing the chest points, which is right in here. And I'm just going to use both hands, both fingers, and just gently apply repetitive pressure here. I ask my mind, body, and spirit to make a connection in this moment of time. I'm here in the present time, for there is no past and there's no future. All there is the present moment. In the present moment, I know that all things are possible. The past is done. The future hasn't happened yet. And I realize that by the time the future comes, it would have been the next present moment. As I breathe into the space of the present time, I release all expectations, I release all judgments, reactions, emotions, and labels. I release all of them because they are merely illusions. The truth is, I am breathing, my heart is beating, and I'm alive. I am grateful for being alive, and grateful for everything, and grateful for my existence, just being. I allow myself to be who I am. And it is said that no matter what we're doing, no matter how we're feeling, no matter where we are exactly where we need to be. So as I breathe into the space of the present time, I release heaviness, I release my disease, I release all sickness and illness, I release all my weakness, and I allow strength to flow through me, for I am light, I am love, I am joy, and I am peace. I will always be the love, the peace, the joy, and the light that I seek, for all the answers are here, within me and without. I am surrounded by abundance now. The abundance is in front of me and behind me, above and below, to my left, to my right, and all around me. Go ahead and change the meridian points to the blade of the hand and gently tap here. As I allow myself to breathe into the present moment, allow myself to get grounded, get focused here, I realize that I don't have to be a specific way. I don't have to be a certain way. It is said that we are all special, and I am special, and I am unique. It is said that we're all enough, and I am more than enough. I have more than enough. My job is to simply flow. My job is to simply rise and just be here, and just simply be. My job is to simply show up as I am, no expectations. I release all that is heavy. I release my burdens in the past and burdens now. For I've carried so many things that were meant for me and things that were never meant for me, and yet I carry them anyway. So for this moment, since all things are possible in the now, I'm going to set down, remove my bags from my shoulders, remove my bags from my back, remove my bags that are hanging around my neck, and I'm setting them down. And I can feel myself lighter. I feel myself flow forward with ease. I flow forward, and I am here, thriving without effort. I'm now going to change the meridian point to the eyebrow. As I continue to breathe gently into the space, into the present time, I allow my heart space to expand and feel that warmth as that expansion takes me to energy that provides me safety, energy that guides me, energy that flows with me, for I am taken care of at all times. Through this connection, it is not just a connection to myself and to all elements that make me who I am. I am connected to things much more vast than I can ever imagine. I'm connected to things that are known and things I have yet to know. I am connected to everything and everyone all around me, for there is a oneness that I recognize. I'm going to change the meridian point to the corner of the eye here. As I continue to gently breathe into the space of the present time, as I continue to release the heaviness, the things that no longer serve me, the lessons that I've already learned, I am aware that I am in control of my life. I am in control of how I feel. Go ahead and change the meridian points to under the eye. I am strong, and I'm stronger and stronger every day. I release all my weakness. I release all judgment and expectations. I continue to be more focused and more aware each day. I ask for coherence for my mind, body, and spirit. I ask for that, and so it is. I'm now going to switch the meridian point to under the nose. And as I continue to gently breathe into the space, I allow my entire body to begin to relax and release all tension and all pressure. I release the pressure on the top of my head. I release the pressure on my forehead. I release the pressure on both eyelids and the tissues around both eyes. I release the pressure in my throat, my neck, and the skin all the way around. I'm going to switch and change the meridian point to under the lower lip. I allow my face to relax and release all tension. I release all pressure from my shoulders, arms, and fingers. I release pressure off my chest and my abdomen, inside and outside, releasing all pressure from my skin, muscles, tissues, organs, glands, and cells. I'm now going to change out the meridian points back into the chest. I go further and deeper. I release pressure and tension off both thighs, lower legs, ankles, feet, and toes. As my body goes into deeper relaxation, going deeper every time, I allow my mind to take me to my vision of a perfect life well lived 2-3 years from now, as soon as even 1 year from now. For it is said that whatever I feel, my words, my beliefs, my thoughts, whatever actions I take because of those feelings, they create the reality I wish to create. And I wish to create a perfect vision life for myself. I will gather together as I am now. In my mind's eye, I am picturing all the people I love and those who love me back. They are gathered here close to me. I'm picturing my favorite mountains, favorite flowers and trees, favorite skies, favorite fragrances, favorite conversations, laughter, hugs, favorite bodies of water, a walk along the lake, a quiet walk of reflection in the woods, the sweet smell of the earth when it's just rained, the gentle wind that caresses my face on a bright sunny day as my eyes close and I can feel the sun's warmth on my eyelids, on my nose, on my cheeks. I remember myself in times of reflection, my quiet times. As I close my eyes, I can feel the sense of deep contentment. And I say to myself, life is good. Life is really, really good. And I am so grateful. I now switch the meridian points to the blade of the hand. And as I continue to breathe gently into the space of the present time, I am aware that I continue to be the light. I continue to be the love, the joy, and the peace. All of that will always be within me. And as I open the doors inward, I allow my light to shine ever so brightly. Return the meridian points back into the chest. And so I ask myself, why is my life so awesome that I didn't notice before? Why do I feel so strong, so incredible that I didn't notice before? How am I so healthy, so quick to heal that I didn't notice before? How is there so much magic and so much love in my life that I didn't notice before? How is there so much laughter and so much peace in my life? So many good things, great things coming day after day that I simply didn't notice before. How is this possible? All these wonderful, incredible things are happening for me, through me, that I didn't notice before. How am I given so many things to be grateful for that I just didn't notice before? Go ahead now and change the meridian point back to the corner of the eye. I breathe into the present moment and I release. I breathe into the present moment and I release. I release all heaviness. I release the things that no longer serve me. Go ahead and switch the tapping point to under the eye. As I release the things that no longer serve me, I release the weakness, I release my disease, I release my illness, I release all sickness. I allow light to flow through me. I allow strength to flow through me. All that heals, I give permission to flow through me. Go ahead and change the tapping point to under the lower lip. I allow my body to heal, to restore, to balance, to come together and regenerate. I move as one, I flow as one, in unification and in alignment. I flow with the light, and I invite stillness and silence into my body, into my mind, clearing the mind, clearing the body. Switch the tapping point back to the chest, cleansing the mind, cleansing the body, clearing the way for brand new things of amazement to flow to me and to surround me. I welcome all healing energy. I welcome all light to flow through me, to me, and around me, surrounding me with grace and with strength, always. Go ahead and rest the hands on your lap. Take a slow, deep breath in. Track that breath all the way down into the belly and just visualize breathing in so much light into every cell. And release. Take about 5 to 7 seconds. Breathe in again. Visualize breathing in all that brightness into every cell of the body. And release. And go ahead and just continue sitting for a moment with your eyes closed, allowing the body an opportunity to gently come out into this reality, into this moment, into the present time. And when it calls to you, gently open your eyes and just stare very quietly for a moment. Give the body time to slowly come out into this moment. And just take a few gentle breaths in and out. And that's it for today. I want to thank you all for joining me on this episode. Feel free also to check out my other episodes. This is a relatively new YouTube channel that I started, so please check out previous ones. Remember to click the like and click the bell so you get all the alerts as soon as new episodes are available. Also check out my newsletter, which is published weekly on the platform called substack.com. And that's substack.com. And again, share with friends, loved ones, people you think that are going to find meaning in this, that it's going to help them with their life's journey. Remember to subscribe. Remember to check out also my brand new Meridian Meditation guided podcast. It's about 15 minutes long. Feel free to download that and replay that as often as you need to. I'm going to be making some longer ones that are going to be behind the paywall for just, no more than 50 cents a day. So if it calls to you, please join me with that as well. So until next time, I wish you all blessings to receive much in life to be grateful for. Remember to write your gratitudes, daytime and nighttime. It's very, very important. All right? So until next week, with love and gratitude, thanks for joining me. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.